Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Announcement time. We're getting a brand new legendary champion added to the game. And this is an exciting one to talk about because it is in the form of a fragment summoning event and it's for their anniversary. It's like a special anniversary thing that they're doing. But they're turning a starter champion into a legendary champion. And it's going to be Supreme Elhain. Now, as you can see here, Supreme Elhain, Elhain is the one that gets eaten in the beginning when you play the game for the very first time. She gets eaten. And there's 3 other champions remaining. For the starter champions, there's the Gallic, the Dark Hill, and then there's the Aethel, right? So I think this is something we've all been expecting at some point that they're gonna do for the starter champions. Eventually turn them into an epic champion, which happened, and then eventually turn them into a legendary champion, which is happening. So right now we have the Supreme Elhain, and this is her kit here. She's gonna be a Void legendary champion, and she's from the High Elves, of course. So let's look at the kit. For the A1, we have attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit transfers a random debuff from the champion to the target. Double hitter, okay. For the A2, we have attacks all enemies. Damage increases by 10% for each debuff on each target. Resets the cooldown of the crack shot skill if this attack kills an enemy. And crack shot is the A3. Attacks one enemy, ignores ally protection, strengthen, shield buffs, grants an extra turn if this attack kills an enemy. And we don't know what the multipliers on these attacks are yet. But for the passive as well, immune to decreased attack debuffs, inflicts 20% more damage against targets whose attack is lower than this champion's attack, and the aura increase ally attack in all battles. So first off, I just think it's really cool to have these starter champions as a legendary version. It's just something that I've wanted to see for a while, and yeah. So as far as the kit goes, we don't know how strong these abilities are going to be. So based off what we see here though, the A3 particularly ignores ally protection, strength, and shield, so that's really good against like Necrit, really good against like Ursuga, and it looks like this champion is going to be geared towards trying to help people out in arena, right? And it looks like they're trying to, I wouldn't say counter the current meta in the arena per se, but it's going to help out a lot for sure against those particular champions. Now, this is not going to be as strong. If I had to take one champion to directly compare this to, because the kit is very similar, it's gonna be Jorjid. Jorjid is an absolute beast. He's also Void legendary, and if we were to compare side by side, if we just go over here to the Jorjid, if we were to compare side by side to the A3 particularly, it's very similar, except this has a shorter cooldown and he does a lot more. Ignores stone skin, ignores unkillable, ignores block damage, ignores increased defense, and yeah, he does a lot more than what the Elhain is doing. But we don't know what the multipliers on this is going to be still. And as far as A2 goes, increases the damage by 10% for each debuff on each target. So realistically, in arena setting, especially if you're trying to push into platinum per se or something like that, then you're not really going to be landing too many debuffs, not too often anyway. Like sometimes you can, but not very often. So, but it's an added bonus, I guess. So if you can actually down somebody with this A2, you can basically reset your crack shot and just go back and forth over and over in a sense. But yeah, it's kind of cool. But again, we don't know the multipliers. Until we can actually test it out and see, it's going to be hard to say if she's really strong. But based on what I see here, I think she is going to hit pretty hard. She's going to hit pretty hard, but by no means is she's going to be a meta changer or completely change the meta in my opinion. I think she's going to be pretty strong for most early to mid game players, but if you're really trying to take advantage of a champion like this, so I guess if you have a champion like Jorjid already, is this going to be any helpful for you at all? Probably not, but for people that don't have the Jorjid, can this be useful? I see this champion being more useful for people that are more early to mid game. I think if you are endgame, if you're pushing platinum already, I don't think she's going to be that much of a meta changer. Like, people don't have the Jorjid per se, but there's other champions you can also change out for that instead. But I think she's going to be a fun champion. I think that's kind of how I'm looking at her. She's a fun champion. She's someone that I think is a must-have if you are just a collector in general, because she's a legendary Elhain, right? A starter champion legendary. So I think she's going to be a cool one to collect. Again, until we test out the damage, we don't know for sure how viable she's going to be as far as like as a nuker, but I think she's going to hit pretty hard. So those are my thoughts, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this info, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. You guys think I missed out on anything? You guys see something differently than I did? Or yeah, just share your thoughts. And if you are excited to go for her, I'm excited to go for her because again, starter champion, legendary, It's a collecting game at the end of the day for me. So once again, if you guys enjoyed my video, if you guys enjoy my content, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you all in the next video.